right? So we raised our fees. Now we need to bundle. We need to have a variety of services, and when the market's going sideways, we need to be free, okay? Okay. All right, so here's our 5 ways. These 5 ways I'm going to take you through capture up, down, and sideways. So we're going to get a little bit more specific. Any questions on this so far? Okay, cool. Number 1. Here's one of the biggest opportunities that you guys have right now. This strategy we're using with virtually every client, and it's working like a charm. And it's called the promise. Whatever your niche is, make the promise that no one else in your niche has the guts to make. Be it a guarantee, be it a service no one else provides. Think Netflix. Video store says, I'm not delivering, I'm charging late fees. Right? I run out of titles. Netflix took every promise that Blockbuster and other stores like them wouldn't make, and that became their business plan. And what happened to Blockbuster? Bye-bye Blockbuster. Okay, they eliminated them. Make the promise that no one else in your niche has the guts to make. So we're working with a tutor company, and we said, what are you really good at? And they said, we're really good at taking people and getting them 1 grade improvement. I said, okay, so guarantee it. Well, I can't guarantee that. Like, what if they don't do the work? And I said, but you just got done telling me you were the best. You spent the last 3 hours telling me how great you are. Now all I'm asking you to do is guarantee what you already do 95% of the time. And like, well, you're blah, blah, blah. Now you're noise. Now you're like everyone else. Guarantee it. Raise your prices and then guarantee it. Raise your prices, okay, and then give them a list and say, you follow this, you pay me this, you follow this checklist of activities, I will guarantee the result or all of your money back. You slip off the guarantee, I don't know if that program works. You stay on my guarantee, I know that works. Tutor franchise had to give a few refund checks back to customers because they couldn't staff up tutors fast enough. Their sales went up 300%. Now we did this program August of last year, and they broke their sales record every month since by 3 times. Their biggest problem now is getting tutors. Not closing deals. He's like, Carl, I can't believe it. We were already pretty close to the highest price. We raised his prices by 35%, made the guarantee. He goes, my close rate is over 75%. I walk in, it's a done deal. Because I'm guaranteeing the one thing I know they want. Does that make sense? So you could do this with your gym. Perfect for a gym. You do this, I'll guarantee it, or your membership's for free. But if I say you're here 6 a.m., you come in at 6:01, you're off the guarantee. You make the commitment, I make the commitment, you get your result, I'll put my money where my mouth is. So for those of you in professional services, here's our guarantee. We say to our clients, if we can't show you on paper 5 times the value on paper of our fee, then the entire thing is free. How many of my competitors do you think are offering that? Nobody. They don't have the guts to make that offer. But it's what we do already anyway. You're all really good at what you do. Just take what you already do and just guarantee it. Raise your prices, figure out how many times would somebody actually call you on it, make sure the price increase, which people are happy to pay, covers it. It's a lot lower risk than you thought. Make the promise. And now, if you're not sure what promise to make, because I see some of you are like, well, I don't know if that relates to me. Write down the 5 complaints customers have about your niche. Gyms, you're never open when I want. Your personal trainer doesn't know what my workout is. They want me to do their workout, and they don't want me to do my workout. Well, I'm an attorney. I mean, I get charged by the case, by this, by that. You know, what's the complaint? Every time I pick up the phone, the egg timer's on. Take the complaints of your niche and make a promise based on that. In my very first business, I was a landscaper. And it took me a couple months before our version of Google back then was the Yellow Pages. Remember that? I'm like, yeah, I'm the Yellow Pages. Right now it's like, really? But I used to go on estimates and everyone's like, you know, I'm like, well, I would ask, why are we doing business? He goes, well, I called 5 people. You're the only one that called back. You're the only one that showed up. I'm like, seriously? Was it because I thought like, well, maybe I was good or maybe I'm offering? No, you're the only one that showed. I'm like, all right. So I put right in my ads, all phone calls returned. And I got inundated with calls. And they're like, well, you said you'd call back, so we're calling you, and I don't know if you do business in Connecticut. But anyway, I got calls from all over the place. I just took the complaint and made it a promise. Make the promise no one else has the guts to make. So I don't know what it is. In-house financing. We had a client. Tell me if you would take this promise on. You are a window installer. You work for commercial real estate. So you do high rises and stuff like that. And in 2008, the bottom falls out of commercial real estate. And I come to you and say, do an in-house financing. I want you to finance all of your customers. Let them pay on time. How many of you would do that? None. Exactly. Neither would any of his competition. He was the only one. His business tripled over the last 5 years. And he's very little defaults. It's counterintuitive, but he made it work. Okay? Except credit cards. You know, I say that most people are like, yeah, of course I accept credit cards. Yeah, talk to an accountant or an attorney or a professional service provider. Like, oh, I'm not doing that. Or a mechanic. I don't want to take credit cards. They're going to drive out, and they're going to charge back. If you're worried about a chargeback, look at the value of your service, not whether or not someone's going to cancel their card. Okay? So these are just a few to trigger you, but open a barter account. One of the quickest ways to build barter is you get a barter account and offer coupons. The coupons aren't always redeemed, but as soon as you offer the coupons, you get the barter bucks immediately. So that's an easy strategy to put cash in your pocket right away, and you can start using services. But
explain that one further.
Barter. Everyone understand the essence of barter exchange. We just trade services. Well, there's barter banks or barter services where I don't have to do business directly with another person. I offer my services into the barter bank, right? Let's say a coaching session is $1,000. I'll give $1,000. I'll offer a coaching session for $1,000, right? So that gives me $1,000 to now spend. Well, I need staples and I need flooring and I need other law services, and I can spend that $1,000. And if someone redeems it, okay. But the trick with barter is I'll offer 50 coaching sessions. Here's a coupon. You can use it or give it to anyone else. That puts $50,000 in my account, and I can use $50,000 worth of services. And as they redeem them, I just do what I do every day. But it's a way to build your barter account. So if you're thinking, well, I wouldn't use barter in my business, if you use coupons in barter, it's a phenomenal strategy. You could put $50,000 worth of spending, operating capital in your business tomorrow. Open a barter account, offer a truckload of coupons, and it's like someone wrote you a check for whatever amount of money you want.